still can't believe Lavery's gone.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. He figured he may as well be hung for a sheep as a lamb.
Let's not dwell on it. We all know it's very ludicrous.
Anna's right. Let's move on. Bert, I want to know everything that happened when you saw Lavery on the waterfront.
Okay. Well, I was walking along the waterfront, and I saw Duke with this guy, Stan, the mystery man of Frisco's. When Stan saw me, he started to run. I yelled halt, and he kept running, so that's when I pulled out my gun and started to fire a warning shot, but before I could, Lavery jumped me.
Take your time, Bert.
Well, Duke and I wrestled with the gun. You know who won that round. That's what he shot me. I guess he didn't want me to question Stan Radner.
Bert, are you positive you saw Stan Radner?
I'm positive. I'll never forget that face.
We've had an APB out on him for weeks.
His description is engraved in my mind. Tall, dark, curly hair, clean shaven. Just let me get in front of the grand jury.
Well, the hearing's tomorrow, Bert. I don't think you're going to be up to it.
No, I insist on testifying.
Well, we'll just have to talk to your doctors about that.
Please.
Get some rest, Bert. I'll see you later, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. What's the matter?
Plenty.
Well, what is it?
Bert's lying.
Bert's lying?
Listen to me. Stan Radner was picked up in Utah yesterday for speeding. The Highway Patrol released him before cross-referencing with our APB. We received an official apology for their goof.
Robert.
Do you understand what I'm saying here? Radner was in Utah. The Highway Patrol made a positive ID at the same time. Bert claims he saw Radner on the waterfront with Lavery.
No, that's impossible.
Tell me about it.
No, you can't think that Bert's involved.
I don't like thinking what I'm thinking. Maybe, just maybe, Lavery is telling the truth. And maybe my old buddy Bert is up to his eyeballs with a mob that's trying to take over Port Charles.
Sean, try the file on Angus Mackay again. Maybe he'll show up.
Well, let's hope it shows up soon. File inaccessible at this time.
Damn.
Again. Can you think of any other names?
No. I've given you every name that I know of connected with Duke and Damon.
Maybe I should start feeding in some of these aliases. We might get lucky, find out something we don't know under another name.
Try Frederick Bellows. He's got about 8 other names right now.
All right, Bellows.
Get rid of him.
Felicia, come on in.
I'd like some chicken.
Oh, good.
Chicken. This lady's reading my mind, huh, sweetheart?
How's it going?
Well, so far, haven't found out anything we didn't know about already.
What's this? Tiffany's interview?
Yeah, Robert had it sent over.
Haven't seen it.
No, not yet. Why, do you know something about it?
See, I saw it on TV at the pub. Angel got really excited when I told him that the guy that was being interviewed was one of Bert's bodyguards.
He did.
What'd he do?
Angel? He just ran out of the pub like the place was on fire.
Maybe we should have a look at this, Sean.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Why would Robert be so interested in this footage?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the investigation at this time.
Dr. Larson, call radiology.
What are you saying?
Dr. Larson, call radiology.
Bert lied about Stan Radner. Radner was in Utah being ticketed for a speeding offense at the same time that Bert says he's on the waterfront talking with Duke Lavery.
Why would Bert lie? Why would he say he sits down on the waterfront?
So that he can draw his gun on Duke.
Do you think Duke's telling the truth?
Dr.
Bert Ramsey is head of the mob here?
Look, I've had my suspicions about Bertie Boy for some time now. His lie just confirms those suspicions.
No, come on, Bertie's chief of police. He's my friend. He's your
Look,
friend.
let's not have this discussion here. I think we should go.
Where?
Headquarters.
Nurse Stein, report to Dr. Moraga in emergency. Nurse Stein, report to Dr. Moraga in emergency.
Chief, I thought you should know. Scorpio and Chief Devane were just outside in the hall talking.
What'd they say?
I couldn't hear what they were saying, but they were looking at me, kind of suspiciously.
Look, don't start getting paranoid on me.
I'm not. I think they suspect something. What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Because without Lavery's testimony, that's what they have, nothing. He's not going to live long enough to appear at that grand jury hearing tomorrow. The only thing he doesn't know is that I'm Mr. B. Look, I want you to put a hit out on him right now. Do it fast. I'll stall him until your man gets here. But hurry up. I can't let him get anywhere near Anna Devane or Scorpio with his story. Good.
Hurry up! It's Bert Ramsey. He shot him. Call the police.
Guard. Guard. Somebody. Guard.
What's the matter, Lavery?
I was looking for the guard. There was nobody there.
You should be glad you got the whole cell block to yourself. Are you complaining?
No, I'm not complaining. No.
Well, don't worry. We never let anything happen to our star witnesses. How about some coffee?
Yeah. Thank you.
Why wasn't I told about that report on Stan Radner?
Because I didn't find out about it until just before I went to the hospital. And it wasn't even important until Bert lied.
And why wasn't I told about his bodyguard Burns? That he was seen with Damon outside Duke's office?
Again, I didn't see the video until a short while ago. And I didn't want to tell you, because I thought you might freak out, which is exactly what you're doing.
I'm not freaking out. No, I'm not freaking out. It's just that this information is crucial. It could mean that Duke is telling the truth.
I know it looks that way, but we need more proof. Now, at the moment, I have people working on evidence in your office.
What people?
Well, if you can be patient, I'll tell you.
You know, I really can't stand it when you act superior. Now, I want to see Duke, because he could be in danger. If there's one policeman working for him, then there could be others.
You're right. Let's go see Duke.
Frisco, what's the story on this guy, Burns?
Well, nothing real unusual. He's been in Port Charles for about 6 months, came from NYPD, and hired by Bert Ramsey.
Nothing incriminating about that. You know, I am starving. Somebody want something to drink with that chow?
Get me a soda, will you?
Yeah, great.
You too? I'll be right back.
Have you talked to Annie yet? Have you told her that you're working with Sean and Robert?
No, not yet. She still thinks I'm down on the police department.
Well, don't you think you should tell her? I mean, she has a right to know that you're working to protect her from Duke.
Yeah. Never thought I'd see the day we'd have to protect Anna from Duke, huh?
But she loved him. And I thought he loved her, too.
Yep, so did I.
No matter what he did, I know he loved her.
Well, not everybody's as lucky as we are.
I guess not. I just don't understand what you and Sean are doing right now. You know that Duke is a member of the mob, and he's willing to tell you anything.
Well, we have a reason to believe that Duke might just be the tip of the iceberg here.
You mean there's more?
There could be a lot that Duke doesn't even know about. We're just trying to find out before it's too late.
Too late?
Well, think about it, honey. Whoever Duke works for knows that he's just about ready to spill his guts. And they're gonna do everything they can to keep him from doing that. They'll kill him if they have to.
Captain Lewis, how's everything going?
Today, Mr. Scorpio, everything's going fine. I was just about ready to go off duty.
We'd like you to stick around for a bit longer.
Yes.
We may need you.
Sure, what's up?
We'll fill you in later. We'd appreciate it if you just stayed here.
Kowalski, how's everything going? All quiet, Captain. Chief Devane?
I don't believe we've met before, officer.
Sorry, Chief Devane, Robert Scorpio. This is Officer Roy Kowalski.
How do you do?
A pleasure, Chief. Mr. Scorpio?
You don't sound local, Kowalski. Is it New York?
That's right. I guess you can take the boy out of Brooklyn.
How long in Port Charles?
About 6 months. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm signing off. Oh, all right.
How's Duke Lavery?
Last time I looked, everything was fine.
We'd like to take another look.
Yes.
Where'd you get that?
Beg your pardon?
The coffee.
The guard gave it to me.
Lewis, I'd like you to have this analyzed. Then I want Lavery moved to the cell across the way and all other prisoners moved from the area.
Please do as he says, Guy.
Did you drink any of that?
No, I was just about to.
What are you thinking?
Your witness needs the best possible protection. No use taking any chances.
Anna, does this mean you believe me about that, Ramsey?
Mr. Lavery, you're my prisoner. I have to protect you. Please don't think it means anything else.
New accommodations, Mr. Lavery. Come on, let's go, gentlemen. We're not out for a walk in the park, you know. Come on, move it. Turn to your right.
Anna. We haven't had a moment alone together since all this happened.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you. I want to tell you I didn't want you to be involved in any of this. I want you to know how much I love you. You've got to believe that.
Why should I believe anything you tell me? You've lied to me since I met you.
Maybe. Maybe I lied about some things, but I have never lied about loving you. I would die before I'd let anything happen to you.
Please.
Please. I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive myself. Yes, there are certain things that I could not tell you, but I was only protecting you.
You have lied about everything. When you proposed marriage to me, you were under orders from the mob.
I had no choice. They were threatening you and Robin. God knows, I've never wanted anything more in my life than to be married to you. I wanted to come to you with clean hands.
Were you going to keep this a secret forever? Did you think the mob was going to let you free?
I suppose I was being naive. Yes. Yes, I thought they would let me free. And then I would have told you everything. Eventually, I would have done.
It's not good enough. I'll never forgive you for having jeopardized the life of my daughter. I want you to stay here tonight.
Sure. Robert was saying you want some extra security until after the hearing. I'll be here.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yes. I just want to get out of here.
Let's go back to your office. I can tell my people the latest on Bert.
I just got a call from Kowalski at headquarters.
Well, what's up?
Robert Scorpio and Chief Devane were there. They ordered maximum security for Duke. They cleared all the prisoners out of the cell block, and they asked Captain Lewis to stay tonight.
They're not taking any chances, and neither are we. Lavery has to be kept away from that grand jury hearing tomorrow.
What do you want me to do?
All right, I got a plan. First, I want you to get Rick Weber and Dr. Steve Hardy in here. I've got to get out of this hospital first thing tomorrow morning.
I don't believe this about Bert. I'm so shocked.
Well, then, I suggest you stand by for another one. You haven't seen the team I've been working with.
Please don't give me any surprises. Just tell me who it is.
Well, he's very good at undercover work, and his wife isn't too shabby either.
His wife? Who are they? Really shy. Wait, you're working with Sean and Robert?
They've been in it from the beginning.
I'm sorry about having to stage all of those scenes, but I had to convince everybody that I was down on the police department.
It's all right. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you wouldn't give away your dream about being a cop, no matter what happened.
We've been on your side all along.
Yeah, and Frisco's public hatred of the police force has helped his undercover work enormously.
This has made me very happy.
Well, it's a relief being able to level with you.
You knew about this too, Sean?
That's right.
Oh. And I suppose none of you could talk to me because of my involvement with Duke, right?
Would you have believed us?
No. No, I don't suppose I would. Do they know about Bert?
Ramsey, what about it? Well, according to Duke Lavery, Ramsey's head of the mob in Port Charles.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Maybe not.
Hey, now, what's going on here, Robert?
We have reason to believe that Duke is telling the truth.
What else did you come up with?
Bert said you saw Stan Radner talking with Duke Lavery on the waterfront just before the shooting.
Radner? He was pulled over in Utah for speeding yesterday. We saw it on the computer.
Exactly.
He lied.
Obviously, Bert didn't realize that Stan was out there up to his old tricks.
Did you confront him about it?
I don't want to tip my hand just yet. Besides, there's one more thing. One of Ramsey's guards, officer called Burns, is working for him.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that what that tape is all about?
Tiffany's interview show. He was coming out of Lavery's office with Damon.
What was he doing there?
Well, he said he was doing some investigative work. I think he's a relay between Bert and the mob.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Well, there's another cop I want to check into, too. A guy called Kowalski. Have the personnel file of Kowalski's board and get the clock on it.
Kowalski, why? What's he got to do with this?
Well, Ramsey hired Burns from New York 6 months ago.
And Kowalski was hired 6 months ago. He's probably working for Bert.
Well, check him out.
Robert, he's working in the same cell block as Duke.
That's why I asked Lewis to stand close by.
Do you think they'll try to kill him?
I'll try.
But we've got to keep him safe because he has to testify in the grand jury hearing tomorrow.
I think we can count on Lewis to keep him safe for tonight at least.
What's our next move?
Well, I think everyone should get a good night's sleep. Meet back here tomorrow.
No, not here. We don't know who else is working for Bert.
How about the comm room in my office?
That's
Yes.
perfect. Perfect. All right, that's it for tonight. Everyone get a good night's sleep.
See you at Sean's. What time?
7.
Fine with me.
We'll be there.
Listen, you two, I'm glad we're working on the same team again.
So am I. See you tomorrow.
Night.
I got on the phone about Kowalski. I'd like Kowalski's personal file, please. Mr. Donnelly will pick it up on his way out. Thank you. Right. You can pick it up when you leave.
All right, fine. Night, sweetie.
Bye.
Good to have you with us again.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
See you in the morning?
Right, Ma. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I think we should make a move, too. It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
Do you think they're really going to try and kill him?
Maybe.
Do you think they're going to poison him? Is that why you had that coffee looked at?
I don't think they're going to make a move tonight. Whatever they do is going to require some planning. I believe he's safe for tonight at least.
What sort of people are we dealing with? I mean, why would they try and take out one of their own?
They'll do anything necessary to protect themselves.
And Robin, they would even try to hurt our little daughter.
Fine. Don't come unglued on me right now. I've come back to Port Charles to protect the both of you, and I intend to do just that. Now, I think we should go home and see our daughter. She needs us.
Thank you.
Breakfast is served, Lavery.
Thank you, Captain, but I'm not hungry.
Suit yourself, but it's going to be a long day. Leave the tray. Maybe he'll change his mind later.
You'd better eat it, Lavery.
I said I'm not hungry.
Well, if you're worried about poisoned food, rest easy. Captain Lewis is having your food and drink tested.
He is?
Sure. They want you healthy enough to go before the grand jury this afternoon.
Does that sort of thing happen often around here? People get poisoned food?
It happens.
Yeah. I suppose anything's possible in this place. I've been just thinking, wonder what it'd be like for a man to spend the rest of his life locked up. Not to see the sunset except through a small window. And never to walk in the heather again. Never to make a choice about anything.
Well, you should have thought about those things before you try to kill Chief Ramsey.
Yeah. You're right. He's very popular with his men, isn't he?
He's the best cop this police force has ever seen. You're really lucky he didn't die.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Your breakfast is getting cold.
You know, I'm still not hungry.
Okay. But you won't get this kind of special treatment when they send you to state pen.
Special treatment?
That's right, pal. It's only because Chief Devane wants you alive and kicking long enough to go to the grand jury so you can get what's coming to you.
I hope we all got a good night's sleep.
Well, it was a little tough for me to put my brain to sleep thinking about what we'd said about Bert. I can't believe why Ramsey would get involved with organized crime. I mean, it goes against what he stands for, everything he believed in.
Yeah, it's a shocker, right? Now, of all the people on this planet, I would have entrusted my life to Bert Ramsey.
I've been racking my brains trying to think of something I missed or something I should have picked up on.
You know, Anna, I was doing the same thing last night, too. I did come up with one thought. I should have been tipped off sooner. At that time, remember when Bert had me arrested on trumped-up charges for killing Ellen Quartermain?
Yeah.
I mean, he really didn't have anything concrete on me. Just enough circumstantial evidence to keep me in jail overnight.
That's right. I was surprised at that, too. He never even consulted me.
That's because it was a diversion. I mean, I was snooping around the ADZ warehouse then. I mean, Bert obviously wanted me out of the way.
Well, no doubt there was a big cash shipment due to come through.
Yeah.
A lot of things are starting to make sense now. Do you remember Felicia and I were on the run, and I called you and Bert?
Yes?
Bert answered, though. And as soon as I told him where we were mysteriously disconnected.
That's right. He said he couldn't find out where you were because the phone had gone dead.
That also explains why, the evidence of the mob's activities in Port Charles that the Duke amassed and sent to the police was intercepted.
What? I didn't know Duke gave you guys evidence. He might have been trying to wash his hands of the mob this whole time.
Well, it doesn't change anything because he can't be forgiven for what he did to you and Felicia and for involving my daughter.
Let's get to work. Where's your missus?
She's at the hospital, keeping an eye on Ramsey and the guards.
You know, Robert, I went over Kowalski's file last night.
Yeah?
Seems like his background is very similar to Burns. So I think it's safe to assume that Bert brought those guys in here to work for him personally. I'll check with my contacts in New York, see what else I can find out about them.
Makes me wonder how many other people he has working for him in the force.
There can't be too many others. It's too risky.
I don't think so either. So, where do we go from here?
Well, our main objective is to keep Lavery alive.
They're gonna try to keep him from testifying. They'll do anything they have to.
Right. So we have between now and when the hearing convenes to amass as much evidence as possible against Ramsey and the mob.
Right.
I don't believe it. I don't believe I could have been so blind, you know. I mean, he deceived me as much as Duke did.
We were all fooled.
Yeah, everybody but Robert. What made you so suspicious?
Oh, a lot of things. Little things. I came across him having a drink. Now, you know, for as long as I've known Bert, the guy's had an ulcer. He's never drunk anything else but milk.
So, what's next?
Right, whatever's next, we've got to do it quick. Frisco, that list of names, give it to Sean. Sean, I want you to check it off against Kowalski and Burns. Find out if there's a connection.
Will do.
And then put a tail on them.
Got it. Over. Finally.
Sean, it's me. Can I talk to Robert, please?
Yeah, he's right here. Felicia for you.
Hello, what's happening?
I came by to give your message to Bert, but he's gone.
Gone? You mean checked out of the hospital?
Yes.
Well, when? Did anyone see where he went?
Rick Weber's here. Maybe he can tell you what happened.
Hi, Robert.
Rick, Felicia's just told me that Bert's not in the hospital.
No, that's right. He checked out just before Felicia got here.
Well, he can't be in any condition to be released just yet.
He's not. Look, Steve and I argued till we were blue in the face. He insisted he had to be at a grand jury hearing this afternoon.
Well, he told me the same thing, but I didn't think he was well enough.
Believe me, Robert, we tried. If it hadn't been for one of the officers that was guarding him that said that he was a medic in the service, he promised that he'd keep a close watch on him, so we let him go.
One of his police guards. Do you know which one?
Yeah, his name was Kowalski.
Right. Thanks, Rick. Listen, can I speak to Felicia again?
Sure. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, look, I know you can't talk, so I want you to get over to the police station. Keep a lookout for Ramsey and his guards. I'll send Frisco to join you.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Sean, let me see that Kowalski file, will you?
Yeah, sure.
So this guy is supposed to be a medic in the army. And I'm the tooth fairy.
How are you feeling, Bud?
I felt better, but there was no way I was going to stay in the hospital while all this is going on.
I admire your dedication. After this little crisis is over, you'll be well rewarded.
Thank you. I've been trying to come up with a plan to get Lavery out of the way.
There's no need for that, Bud. I've already thought of a way, but I'll need your cooperation.
Sure, anything you say.
Your man will be an important part of the plan. I'm on my way to see Duke to get his cooperation. Then I'll work out the details with Damon, and he'll contact your man with instructions.
You're saying you need Duke's cooperation. What if he won't go along?
He will. He looks upon me as a sort of trusted friend, almost like a father. Don't worry, Bert. Duke Lavery will be dead before the grand jury convenes.
Yeah, that's right. Roy Kowalski. Right, Artie. Oh.
Right, Frisco. Get over to police headquarters with Felicia. Keep an eye open for when Ramsey turns up and for anything else for that matter. But be careful.
Hello.
Yeah, right, Artie, right. Okay. All right, let me know if you find out anything else, okay? Great. Thanks, buddy. Bingo. There's a connection between Kowalski and one of the aliases on Frisco's list.
Which one?
Ellerby.
Ellerby, a.k.a. Henderson.
Who's Ellerby?
Well, he's a former big-time hood who lives out of the country. However, he's back and he's in Port Charles.
I spotted him at Duke's club. He paid straight cash for a mansion right next to the Quartermains.
Straight cash?
Mm-hmm.
Ramsey's operation is anything but small time. Listen, when you get to headquarters, check with Lewis. See if Duke's had any visitors.
We don't want him to have any visitors because he's got to be protected.
Well, the only way we can stop an attempt on his life is to give them the opportunity to make one. Check to see if he's had visitors.
Right. Sean, did you get anything on the WSB computer about Angus Mackay?
No, that's since the last time I tried.
Well, Angus Mackay, how do you know him?
Do you know him?
Well, no, I don't know him personally, but he's a friend of Duke's.
Well, he's involved in Ramsey's mob, Anna.
Now, the night that Duke gave Frisco the printout in order to give to Damon, Angus showed up.
And he seemed to be in charge of things. He's more or less the ringleader. Look, I got split.
Keep in touch.
Good. Be good. Be careful, huh? Anna, what is it?
Well, I was out to dinner one night with Duke, and this package arrived, and inside it was a ring from Angus Mackay. And Duke told me that it was supposed to signify trust and loyalty. And he said that everything was going to be all right and that Angus was going to protect him from now on.
Yeah. Well, I doubt very seriously if he's going to protect him now.
They told me Angel was here to see me.
Well, I used his name. I didn't think you'd come if you thought I was here.
Angus, first of all, let me explain to you why I did what I did. Damon was threatening Anna and Robin, and he had to be stopped somehow. I couldn't think of any other way to do it.
Duke, I won't tell you I'm not disappointed in you. And I can't condone what you did. But I think there's a way to repair the damage.
Repair the damage? How?
You need help, my boy, and I'll help you. But you must cooperate.
I don't understand. I've already told the police I'm going to turn state's evidence. It's the only way I know that I can protect Anna and Robin.
I know how deeply you care for the woman and the child. That's the only reason I'm willing to forgive your betrayal. Now, I can deal with whatever you've already told the police, but you must not testify before the grand jury.
No, there's no way out of it now.
Yes, there is.
How?
I can arrange to get you out of Port Charles before the hearing.
Out of Port Charles? You mean escape?
That wouldn't be difficult to arrange. And after that, you're free to go to Scotland or wherever else you want to go. And I'll release you from the organization.
And what about Anna and Robin? How do I know they will be protected?
Well, if you go along with the plan, no harm will ever come to them. You have my ring. You have my pledge.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that helps a lot. Thank you. All right, got some further information from New York City. Officer Kowalski was the arresting officer in a case involving a minor mob member. Case was thrown out of court, lack of evidence. Mobster disappeared.
Well, there's a connection, but it's a thin one.
Yeah, we can't really use that against Kowalski.
Yeah, but the dates coincide, Anna. Bert Ramsey hired Kowalski right after that case.
What else?
Now it seems that Officer Burns was under investigation for possible payoffs from a liquor distributor. There wasn't enough proof. Investigation was closed. He moved to Port Charles right afterward.
And again, there's nothing we can use against him just now, but in both cases, there were some rather shady people involved.
Yes. It gives them the right background to be allies with a bad police chief.
Did you arrange for that tail?
Yeah, it's all taken care of.
All right, I'll be interested to hear back from Frisco. The noose is tightening around Bert's neck. He's going to have to make a move on Lavery, and soon.
You're setting Duke up as a decoy, aren't you?
Can you think of a better way to get at Ramsey?
Well, what if we can't protect him? We need his testimony at the hearing.
Look, I came here to protect you and Robin. And if it means using Lavery, then I'm going to do just that. He walked into the mob with his eyes open. If I can't protect him from his buddy as well, so be it.
We'll make our move this afternoon when you take him from here to the courthouse. Now, the 2 officers who'll be guarding you work for us. Now, they'll put you in the police van. Then they'll take you to a safe place. The car will be waiting for you. You can be out of the city before you're even missed.
I see.
You do understand this is the only way?
Yes, I understand, but tell me something, Angus. Why was I never told that Bert Ramsey was Mr. B? If I had known that, then none of this would have happened.
Yes, I suppose I should have told you, lad. But you're not cut out for this life. I know that now. It seemed the less you knew, the easier it would be for you to leave the organization one day.
You knew I wanted to leave?
Well, I knew you'd fall in love. And with a wonderful woman like Anna Devane, you'd want your freedom. Would have been dangerous for you had you known too much.
Yeah, as it turns out, the real danger was me having too little knowledge.
Aye. Well, I'll be on my way. I hope all goes well with you, lad. And don't worry about Anna and the little girl. You have my word. They'll be protected.
Thank you, Angus. That is all that matters to me now.
Let's go, Lavery.
I want to see Chief Devane.
Oh, she's not at headquarters today.
Then you find her. I want to speak to Chief Devane, and I want to speak to her now.
Look, will you take it easy? I'll see what Captain Lewis can do about it. Now, let's go.
Yeah, but you find her for me. I want to see her, and I want to talk to her.
Frisco, what are you doing hanging around out here?
Oh, I'm just waiting for Felicia. We're gonna meet here. So, how's it going?
What do you mean, how's it going? None of your business.
I was just curious about Duke. He was my boss here.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about Duke. He's being very well protected until the hearing.
Excuse me, Captain Lewis. One of the prisoners in there is making a big fuss. He's demanding to speak to Chief Devane.
Right. Stay out of trouble, Frisco.
Yes, sir. Keeping my nose clean.
Come here. I think there's going to be trouble.
What happened?
I saw Bert and his 2 bodyguards go into the back entrance.
We better call Robert.
Who's that?
His name's Angus Mackay. Probably was in there to see Duke. Come on, we gotta get over Robert Banner. Come on. Where the hell are you guys? Answer the phone.
Hey, fellas.
Chief Ramsey. Welcome back, sir.
What are you doing out of the hospital so soon?
You can't keep an old war horse like me cooped up in the hospital. You should know that. Well, it sure is good to see you're up and looking well, sir. Thank you.
I sure hope Duke Lavery gets what's coming to him, Chief. Scum like him shouldn't be out on the streets.
That's right. That's why I'm here. I want to make sure we're ready for him when we go into that grand jury this afternoon.
Chief Ramsey, I was looking for Chief Devane, but what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the hospital.
Just get out of the hospital. You sound like you got a problem.
Yeah, well, Duke Lavery's gone crazy.
What do you mean, crazy?
Well, he wanted to see Anna Devane. He was doing fine. Suddenly yelling, I want to see Anna Devane. So I don't know what she wants, but boy, whatever it is, he's really hot to see her.
Well, did he say what it's about?
No. He just says it's a matter of life and death.
Life and death? Well, isn't he being well guarded?
Oh, yeah, sure, but he did have a visitor. Whatever that guy said really set him off.
Who was this visitor?
I don't know, an older man, Scottish accent.
I see. Well, look, you don't have to bother Devane with that. I'll take care of it. Come on, get me down to the holding cells.
you go back to Sean's, try to find Robert and Anna. I'm gonna stick around here and keep my eye open for Rams. I just tried to call you two.
What's going on?
Angus Mackay just left.
And Bert and his 2 bodyguards just went through the back door.
Probably to visit Lavery.
Oh, come on, we've got to get in there. What if they want to take him out right now?
Bert's not going to do anything to be connected back to him.
Captain Lewis was just called inside a few minutes ago. One of the prisoners in there was raising up a fuss. I think it was Duke. He was asking to see you. Probably because Mackay just talked to him. So what do you want us to do?
Why don't you get something to eat?
Something to eat.
Something's going on. We want to be here,
Yeah,
Robert.
but nothing's going to happen just at the moment.
Well, but the hearing's in a few hours. If they want to stop him testifying, they're going to make their move soon.
I agree. But for now, take a break, grab some lunch. We'll see you back at Sean's at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
By then, we'll know what Angus said to Lavery and make our plans accordingly.
See you at Sean's at 2 o'clock.
Why don't we find out what's making Lavery so upset?
Robert, I'm worried about him. If you say they're going to stop him from testifying, then they might poison him or something.
Too easy to trace.
Well, what about that coffee that you wanted analyzed? Did you find out anything?
It was clean, but I've had Lewis monitor anything that goes through Lavery's cell, just in case.
Why did Angus come to see him?
Probably to deliver a warning. It wouldn't surprise me if Lavery suffers a memory lapse during the hearing.
No. He wouldn't be asking to see me then.
Well, why don't we find out?
I want to find out how Robin is, too. I'm worried about her.
Look, she's well protected, Anna.
Oh, no. Well, I just want to find out. Because he's supposed to be well protected also.
You're right.
Lavery didn't say what it was he's so upset about?
No, Bert. He just kept saying, I want to see Anna Devane. Never could get a reason out of him.
Did you reach Anna?
Well, I left a message at the house, but her housekeeper didn't know where she was.
All right, I'll talk to him. Come on.
Lavery.
I asked to see Chief Devane.
Well, Chief Devane is unavailable right now. You'll have to register your complaint with Chief Ramsey.
Lewis, I think you better go back and cover the office. Anna's not there and I'm not, so why don't you take off?
Right.
I'll talk to him.
Well, Mr. B, I'm happy to see I didn't cause too much damage.
Well, you caused enough to get yourself a nice long stretch in a state penitentiary.
Maybe. After I tell them everything I know, maybe you'll be the one spending time in the state pen.
I understand you've been yelling that you want to see Anna Devane.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think if you're smart, you'll tell me what you want to see her about.
I want to say goodbye. Angus Mackay paid me a visit earlier.
Oh, he did? Well, what did he say?
No, you don't mean to tell me Angus did not confide his plans in you?
No, he didn't. I have no idea what his plan is. Why don't you fill me in?
He's gonna get me out of here.
Really? How?
Well, if you want any more details, I suggest you go see Angus.
Yeah, I'll do that. And in the meantime, I'd like to know the real reason that you want to see Anna Devane.
I told you. I want to say goodbye.
Sure, try again, Lavery.
Now, you don't think I would be fool enough to tell Anna I was planning to escape, do you?
Are you?
Look, I'm gonna level with you. I had my mind set on turning state's evidence. Not because I wanted to see you or Angus or anyone else in this organization suffer. Only because I wanted to protect Anna and Robin.
And?
And Angus pointed out to me how foolish I was being. He has promised me he will protect Anna and Robin if I go along with his plan to escape from jail.
So did you agree to go along with this plan?
Of course I agreed to go along with his plan. The only reason I'm here is I wanted to protect the woman I love.
And the only reason that you want to see Anna Devane is to say goodbye, huh?
Yeah, I swear to you, that is the only reason.
You know what I think, Lavery? I think you're lying through your teeth. Open this up. I'm going to get the truth out of you one way or the other.
The truth about what?
games with me, Lavery. Does Anna Devane believe your story that I'm Mr. B?